Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be working in this Daniel Boone art journal I made. It's got a lot of empty pages in it, a lot of cute stuff I've already worked on here. And it's kind of a bigger format, which isn't always super comfortable for me. But I thought, I don't have any smaller ones made except for some of these traveler notebook size ones. And I don't know, just kind of want to work in a journal today instead of one of those. As usual, I'm just going to go ahead and jump in, pick a page, jump in, start working on it, and break in whenever I feel like I have something to say, which is actually quite often, but anyway. So let's get going, and I'll let you know if there's anything I want to share. Some of my favorite colors I thought I'd start out with. I love this page with this little fox on it, and this lady working in her garden, but yeah, I don't need all those words, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just cover those up. Starting with a little gesso. Usually I have a small container of it on my desk, but I think I must have left it somewhere. As usual, I really don't have a plan. I'm just going to give it my best shot and kind of just work with it. This is my latest catch-all on my desk from the last few months of working in my art journals. That's a little image from this book. But yeah, I don't know what I'm not sure what's going to, I'm thinking that this is such a big piece right here, it might fit on there really nicely, so I'm thinking about using that somehow. But yeah, I'll just be digging around in here, seeing what I can find and see what I can come up with. Not only has it been a long time since I've made a video, it's been quite a while since I've even art journaled. I've been working on moving my house around a little bit. My art studio was down in the office for a while. That didn't work out, so I decided I'd bring it back up here, which was quite the undertaking, moving everything back in here. So upstairs, got a nice workout. So I'm thinking that what I'd like to do is I'm going to use stencils this time instead of just scraping. I ordered these Vicky Bouton from Amazon last year. Whoa. I love them. They're so pretty. I think I've got 2 sets. I'm not sure. And then I have these inexpensive ones that I got from Joann's, which I love. And then here's one from Vicky Bouton too. I love that one too. I always have my favorites, which is a good thing because you can't keep everything, even though I've tried. But I've learned, especially since moving my art room back up here from the office, that yeah, moving it back and forth is not a lot of fun. Less is more when it comes to moving stuff up and down stairs. Hobby Lobby, one of my favorites. Oh, that was the one I was going to look for, I think. I don't know. I need to keep these out. I love flowers. This is some orange paint that I added a little bit of gray to, just to kind of dull it up a little bit so it wasn't so bright. I like bright colors, but sometimes it's fun to mix things up a bit. So I'm going to take a chance. There's a little bit of purple up here by this fox that I like. It's kind of a dusty purple. I'm going to see about. I'm also going to see about using my workspace as a palette right now because I'm tired of washing things up. See how this works out. So, now to dig through this thing and see if there's anything that... I mean, I would have to use this. Might work. I don't have to use this right here, but it's just kind of nice to see if there is anything I could use. I got this out of an ad. Couldn't resist. Too cute. I hope there's nothing embarrassing in here. I haven't been through it in so long. I don't know what I've thrown in here. Might be a surprise. You never know. It seems as if I've been grabbing things that are in a particular color story, kind of the muted purple, orange, green, a little bit of purple there. So, something to work with. And blue. That kept cute. But I have other playing cards. See if there's something in here that might be fun. In case you're wondering where I get these, I buy a lot of them on Etsy. A lot of fun sellers on Etsy that they find these great things and then they break them up, sell them. I love it. As usual, I'm running out of room here. Alright, so this can go away. See, I like how so this background color is the same as this background color before I painted over it, and I think it just kind of gives it a little bit of depth. I don't know if that's what I'm going to go with right now, but it's actually pretty cute. So time for the usual suspects. A doily, background paper. This yellow looks a lot like that bright yellow, so I thought maybe that would work. So I went through this earlier because I have gatherings of piles of stuff everywhere. You know, that's kind of the way my rooms work. Plus, if I'm working in multiple rooms, then I've got multiple piles and it gets ridiculous. So I've been spending the last few days going through everything and getting rid of things that I just don't love. Well, I mean, I like a lot of this stuff. I don't love everything, but I need to whittle stuff down. So I'm going to be donating quite a few little trinkets to the local thrift store. Should have gotten that flower up into here a little bit more. I think I'll do that. Because the cards usually have kind of a waxy plastic coating, I'd rather use I like to use these Tombow adhesive runners. Then I know it'll stick. They're just a little pricey to use to get the refills, so I try to be a little conservative. There. Must have put it on there a little crooked. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I keep telling myself I'm going to mute it up, dull it up, and not use all this color so much, but I can't help myself. I keep going back to it. And I love that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Definitely needs a place of honor. Well, there's some layering. So if I were to want to do some journaling on here, I would journal, you know, I could journal in this spot or up here, or even just put another bit of something, you know, like maybe not add so much to it, but I like layering. I'm not sure if I like how empty this spot right here is. Usually when I'm using tissue paper, I'll use matte medium to adhere it. But since I'm going over a lot of this, a glue stick will work just as well. It just softens the edges a little bit. Stamping works too. You know, a flower stamp would be nice. There. Kind of needed a little balance of black over here without covering up the doily completely. So, and then if you miss a spot, you just go back over it. So what I try to do is just kind of get both the tissue and the surface. Get it back over again. There. Nice. I like it. All right, time for the pencil. All right. There you go. I like it. I love the color. I even like the sticker. I'm glad I did that. Sometimes I find these larger journals a little intimidating, so it's kind of nice to get that taken care of. So anyway, I'm going to work on this one next. I'll probably do this with the camera on too, but I'll do that as a separate video because I have no clue what I want to do with it, and it'd be nice to kind of have a little bit of a plan. So Well, thank you so much, as usual, for stopping by and watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up. That kind of gives it a little bit more exposure on YouTube. So I'd really, really appreciate that if you liked it, okay? So, yeah, I'll see you next time. I'm hoping that now that I have my new setup, my new room, that I'll be making more videos, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.